This right here is Jerome Daley's affidavit. It says, Jerome Daley, being first duly sworn, deposes and states that he is defendant in the above entitled action, that I was not served with, nor was the application for an order or was the order to show cause served upon Justice Mahoney, dated June 24th, 1969, served upon me. I therefore make a special appearance in the above titled action and object to the jurisdiction of the court to proceed in any way, shape, or manner in the proceedings set down for June 27, 1969 at Glencoe, Minnesota, because I think they appealed it and it really wasn't, it couldn't be appealed because we're talking about a common law court, but they trying to seize jurisdiction. The attached hereto are issues of Myers Financial Review of May 27th, June 4th, and June 9th of 1969, that this is only an example of the worldwide publicity given the Credit River decision by the international publication and numerous other international publications seen by me. That's another reason they had to shut it down, because it went international. The decision went international. See, y'all don't know, y'all don't remember or know all of this. This back in the 1960s. That the decision was received worldwide approval by correct thinking people everywhere. Same thing I just got through saying. They try to make you think you the one crazy because you got common sense. What are you loaning me? You exercising basic this is common sense shit, but you crazy. That's why when you read the decisions, I know the decisions are gonna be some bullshit because it goes against common sense. So the judges got to make up some shit while they're trying to explain some shit. So the laymen who don't understand any of this, they'll just kind of do a quick overview of it. Oh, the courts ruled against this. But if you read what they're saying, it's all bullshit. That the decision has received worldwide approval by correct thinking people everywhere. The only exigency that exists now is that the mob bungled. They have now set the scene for a worldwide depression so that they, the bankers, can steal the property of the people with a banker-caused depression by the 8.5% to 15% interest rates and tight money. But the Credit River decision, now known as Judgment at Credit River, has ripped a hole in their hull that they can never repair. Mahoney should be cited for bravery and not contempt. They talk about Justice Mahoney. They're trying to get at him, and Justice Mahoney ended up dead. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. Judge poisoned after ruling bank. Judge poisoned after ruling bank foreclosure is illegal and all mortgages null and void. The greatest crime against humanity, with the advent of the internet in the 80s and knowledge no longer being restricted to well-controlled sources, one of the things that I discovered was the facts about the way money works in this world. Right here, one aspect of Zeitgeist movie I would like to denote is hub page 2 is referred to as the Credit River decision of the case of Jerome Daley versus State of Wisconsin. In this case, Jerome Daley defended himself against a lawsuit brought by a bank holding the mortgage on the house. Mr. Daley had defaulted on the mortgage and the bank was suing to foreclose and take his house. Unfortunately, the bank, even though it was 1969 and all good little citizens were doing as they were told, never to question any kind of authority. Mr. Daley was well educated in the way banks create money. Mr. Daley knew that when a bank makes a loan, it instantly creates money by the stroke of a pen and a ledger, which then is transferred to the borrower's account. And of course, the borrower has to pay back the loan with real money plus interest, your labor. This is slavery, because they're giving you nothing and you got to work and pay them back. That's slavery. That's why they're saying that they're going to have 2,880 slaves of peace when the Messiah returns. This is how. Debt is slavery. And they're doing it by not giving you anything, so they think you're stupid too. The Goyim are stupid. It says, Mr. Daley, also being a lawyer, knew very well about the law of consideration, meaning essentially that a contract was null and void if both parties are not exchanging something of inherent value. Mr. Daley argued and somehow got the bank to admit that they created the money with a stroke of a pen at the time of the loan, and that there was no actual official law empowering them to do so, since the bank did not put up anything of value other than the ink from the pen. For Mr. Daly's home mortgage, there was no consideration, therefore the mortgage agreement was null and void. Justice Martin V. Mahoney ruled against the bank and denied the foreclosure. Mr. Daly kept his house and paid no more mortgage. 6 months later, Justice Mahoney was found dead, allegedly by poison, and Mr. Daly was disbarred and never practiced law again. He was a lawyer that brought this action. That was a lawyer who did it. Are you listening to me? Jerome Daly was a lawyer. They were trying to foreclose on a lawyer's home, and he understood what was going on. That's why he represented himself. They can't say there's some sovereign citizen shit or anything like that. Y'all see what I'm... So when we get back to this case, this guy gave me, that's what tripped me out. Because right here it said the court denied defendants' request. The court denied defendants' request that Jerome Daly, a disbarred Minnesota lawyer, be permitted to represent him and instead appointed a Utah lawyer. Unable to secure the appointment of Mr. Daly, defendant chose to represent himself. The appointed lawyer was available throughout the trial to assist the defendant, but his services were neither requested nor used. See, because he had standby counsel. So I want you to see how they get down. Now, this good dude should have known if he read the Jerome Daly case that he couldn't get Mr. Daly to represent him in court because he'd been disbarred. Okay? But the thing about it is, when he mentioned that, that's God working. I said, you know what? Now I can share this with my people so they can understand that Jerome Daly was an attorney. This was a common law action, and they ruled against the bank. That's the last time a banker ever came into court and testified. In the 1960s.